super hyper targeted niche. Oh, sick, 7 things. That's something that's relevant to my interest. How the does he know that I'm in the construction industry and I'm looking for someone to help me out with my insurance broker? Who the fuck else is doing that?
Oh, it's my boy. That's my boy.
Hi, I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Oh, what a legend.
Come on, bro.
Oh, I love it. Welcome, welcome.
Sorry I'm late, man.
Ah, you're all good, you're all good.
Fuck, you kitted out in here, eh?
Yeah, I nerded and kitted it out as best as I could. Thank you, I will enjoy this tomorrow morning.
Too much caffeine for the day?
Yeah, I've had too much today. I don't drink caffeine like after I don't sleep very well, so I don't drink caffeine after like 2 o'clock or so. I try not to drink anything, so yeah. Ignore the camera. I'm gonna teach you the ways. I'm gonna teach you how to vlog. So this is called a dead cat. So basically, yeah. So it's like if I'm on my skateboard, or if I'm running or there's heaps of wind outside, it like absorbs the wind, so there's not that when you're making video. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Grab a seat, man.
I like it.
Sit!
Okay, what do you
I'm
want?
gonna help you with, mate.
What do you want now?
Give you a little money. Basically, try and look into get into the personal branding space.
Which is non-existent.
And what industry is that you work in?
Insurance broking.
Yeah.
In the insurance broking game, well, and insurance as a whole, it doesn't seem to be the most exciting space. To engage an audience is the part that I'm not nervous about, but the part that I'm finding difficult to think of what to produce.
And what are you hoping to achieve from your doing personal branding for yourself and then by extension your business in the space?
Straight up brutal honesty, right? To produce more sales, to have a more successful business, to be able to get that is I need to be in front of people. That's the hardest part. All of my clients are referred.
So all of your business at the moment is being generated purely from word of mouth?
Straight up, word of mouth referrals. There's nothing else.
Basically you want to use your personal branding as a lead generation mechanism and then a sales generation mechanism for your insurance broking company.
Correct.
Yeah. So, you know where you want to start, or
No,
what general questions do you have?
Where do I start?
And again, just pretend that
No,
this
that
thing
was
isn't there, right?
that's the question. Where do I
Yeah.
start? If I was to establish myself as, like you were saying the other day, like as the authority in my industry, it would be, I guess, to target business owners, where business owners are. Where I can see at the moment is LinkedIn. That's where I see them. I see them not actively in there, but I see them there.
Yeah. How old are the business owners that you're targeting?
So there's different people in our business in terms of our business development role. We've got people between the age of 40 to 55 who are picking up clients that are closer to their age.
So the decision makers for the businesses that you're targeting are roughly in the demo of 35 to...
It depends. It really depends.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. So the older BD guys in our business, the youngest age that they'll be able to pick up a client would be a 35-year-old client.
Yep.
The oldest being extending all the way out to,
Yeah.
you know, a 70, 80-year-old property owner.
So you...
But myself,
Yeah.
different. A 6-year-old doesn't want to talk to a 27-year-old kid
Yep.
unless I can really, really prove myself, which happens every now and again, but not all the time.
So the demo of your main target market
is probably between your new business startup 25-year-old to 40-year-old mark, around that space.
Cool.
I've got about a 15-year age bracket where I can really hit hard.
So I think you should double down on that demo then.
Correct.
Right.
And the research that I've done, which is minimal, but what I've seen and what I feel in the market and what I feel through social media is those people are on the LinkedIns. They're all on Facebook.
So where do you think you should be telling your story then? Do you think you should be telling it on LinkedIn because that's what suits your brand, or do you think you should be telling it where the eyeballs are spending most of their time?
I don't know. I've got no idea.
Where do you spend the most time in your own personal
I spend the most time on, it would be Facebook.
Yeah.
It'd be Facebook,
Yeah.
definitely.
If you were looking to get your products or services, or you were looking to the place where you'd get captivated or someone would capture your attention, where do you think that would be?
If I saw it through Facebook, I don't know if I'd trust it.
Okay, why?
Only because of the nature of Facebook being extremely social and less inclined towards business.
It sounds like at the moment you value LinkedIn because it's in a niche, in terms of the niche of social, it's more of a professional network, I guess.
But then again, it doesn't have my entire target market on there too.
Exactly.
For me to target those people, how the hell do I target them? If I'm looking at a truckie, like some bloke, you know, owner operator or has 2-3 guys working for him, he ain't on LinkedIn. He's not there. That's my target market.
And if he was, he probably wouldn't be paying much attention to it.
Correct. He's probably going to be on Facebook.
Yeah.
He'll be on Facebook because everyone's on Facebook. Yeah. That's just the truth.
So the way that I'd encourage you to look at different networks, obviously try everything you think's going to work.
And I'm torn between it, you know?
You can do both, and you just split test both. But I can tell you right now with 99% confidence that you will have a better strike rate and a better lead conversion rate at a lower cost per lead if you use Facebook, and also Instagram for your younger target market, because it doesn't matter, in my mind, it doesn't matter whether you're trying to sell professional services or trying to sell marketing services or trying to sell like protein. At the end of the day, it's where people are paying the attention, right? And then the variable of success is going to be the way in which you caught those cold leads. But at the end of the day, like the rule of thumb in my mind is always tell your story where people are spending the most time. Because at the end of the day, you're just using that as like a bit of a gateway mechanism to get them to go onto your website or get them to learn more about you or to basically expose to your brand more. Let's say you're doing video content for your brand and you're using Facebook to target your audience. People are going to self-select and opt in if they want to watch that, and then the variable as to whether they'll continue down that journey will be whether the content's good enough. If you want to target people that are proactively already looking for insurance services, I would run a Google AdWords campaign, because those are targeting people that are actually looking for an insurance company in Perth or insurance broker Perth.
And that's probably one of the most common ways that people actually try to find something.
Exactly, but the way that you stand out from the pack is you get them go through to your personal branded website that's, you know, a subset of Interlink, and they might fill out a form, they might not, but that's a filtering mechanism. Them going through Google first, or them going through SEO first to get to your website, that's a filtering mechanism, because by them doing that, you now know that everyone that you are going to retarget that have visited your website have proactively gotten there, either through word of mouth or through the fact that they are currently in a purchasing mindset.
Yeah, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
That's money.
Yeah, right?
That's right on point. That's perfect.
Right? So they're doing that already. Now, what happens when you go and search for something on Google AdWords, or if you're like in a purchasing mindset and you're researching different insurance companies? Are you just going to stop with one, or are you going to shop around?
A lot of people probably go to 2 or 3.
Yeah. So they'll probably look at a few more, right?
Yeah.
So I'll probably click on like 5 or 6 links, call it that, and maybe look at 2 or 3.
Yep.
So 50% of the ones that are looking. So when they first land your website, your website needs to communicate just immediately that you are legit and you're worth either filling out a quote or just worth kind of remembering. And then what you want to do, and no one else is doing that, and this is also where it works really well in establishing a personal brand over a corporate shell, is that you can then pixel cookie every single person that's gone to your website, and then you can retarget them with content variable to where they are in the purchasing cycle. So if I'm searching for an insurance broker Perth and I go into your website, tryingchristos.com.au, sick, wicked, I go on that site, so this guy seems cool, like part of Interlink, whatever. I'm just kind of like window shopping right now because I'm on the couch, it's an ad break and The Bachelorette's going to come back on and Mrs. is wanting my time now and I just can't do anything else, so I'm just going to, oh that's cool, I'll forget about it, whatever. But he's been on your website, he's done 1 Google search, maybe 2 Google search during the ad break. Never going to get to see that guy again. You probably paid about $15, $20 for that click. It's an expensive click, but it's expensive in that space for insurance broking. But he's seen your face once, kind of in the same way you'd see my face when you go onto my personal brand website. And then you retarget the fuck out of him with content based on the fact that he's been on your website. So you know that people that have been to that certain page of the website have come through as a byproduct of a Google search. Yeah. Or a homepage, because you set up different landing pages variable to the...
It's clicking.
Yeah, it's all the little dots are connected. This is what I do. So you then will create content variable to where he is in the purchasing cycle, right? So if he's someone that's come through on a keyword like insurance broker for a construction insurance broking company Perth. Mm-hmm. So immediately you know they've gone to a landing page on your website that's based on being tailored to people looking for insurance for the construction industry. You then create content based on what they've come through to your website, because you know they've gone to that specific page on your website. So then you recreate content that's tailored to that niche.
So, example, a page where an About Me page would be different from, example, a Contact Me page.
Yes.
Like, and when I say contact, like, some kind of call to action page.
Yes.
So the call to action page would have a different retargeting to, hello, this is me.
Correct. And then you could also test different strategies of content variables to retargeting you're doing. But let's just keep in mind that this dude, he's 27. He owns a small construction company. He's probably got about 6 or 7 different subcontractors, 3 people on his permanent payroll, and he does his business subcontracts to a lot of larger construction companies, and he needs an insurance broker to help him out with his specific business.
I like this guy.
Right?
Who is he?
Oh, he's a mate of mine, actually. You got to stick with what you know when you talk about analogies and examples. It's a lot easier to make it
I
work.
need to talk to this guy.
Yeah, no, I'm going to link you up with him. His name's Anthony. He's a sick dude.
Awesome.
So basically, Anthony, he's watched the next 15 minutes of The Bachelorette, and his missus is making him, I don't know, coffee, or she's doing something, whatever. And he's sitting down and he's completely forgotten about the fact that he went on and looked at your website, the previous ad break. But bang, straight away he goes onto Facebook or Instagram, he sees a 60-second piece of micro content from you, retargeting him. He's just left you 15, 20 minutes earlier because he was just on your website. Bang, now you're at the top of his Facebook feed, and it's a video where you're just in front of the camera, 60 seconds, bang, 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 bang. Hey, what's up? I'm trying Christos. Here are 7 things that you need to consider when getting an insurance broker if your business is in the construction building industry in Perth. Bang, super hyper targeted niche. Oh, sick, 7 things. That's something that's relevant to my interest. How the f does he know that I'm in the construction industry and I'm looking for someone to help me out with my insurance broker? Who the f else is doing that, right? And then it's your face straight away, like, oh, I remember that dickhead. Like, I was just on his website, what the fuck, right? And then you're like, bang, you need to think about this, you need to think about this, you need to think this, you need to think about this. And then make it even 3 or 4 points if it's like, you know, a 60-second piece of micro content on his Instagram or his Facebook. Bang, bang, bang. Cool. Ad break, still 2 minutes left of the ad break. Call to action is to have a coffee, have a chat, or download this PDF to learn more. And that could be a call to action at the end. Bang, 60 seconds, non-invasive. Ad break still going. He's like, sick. All he has to do is fill out a lead form, which is still inside Facebook. So this doesn't have to go back to your website. He's watched the full video. He's exposed your brand. You are now the person that is so legit to him. Who the fuck else is doing that?
Zero.
No one, right? Now he's either gotten a PDF from you, or he's booked in the time to have a chat. Regardless, you've got his contact information, and you can now follow up with a phone call, or you can follow up with a few really subtle emails. Or you can keep retargeting on Facebook until he's ready to let it fester. And you work out what the optimal lead time is. Let's say it will lead to conversation time is, let's just say it's like 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. He's a busy dude, remember he's an entrepreneur, runs a small business with that many contractors, got shit to worry about, but it's still in his mind. So over that period of time, you can start cycling out more content to him because you want to make everyone else irrelevant by making yourself relevant. Mm-hmm. Guarantee you that dude picks up the phone or gives you his contact details and you have a meeting with him. Guaranteed. Straight up.
I can guarantee you there's 0 people out there doing that.
Yes, I know.
Have you actually searched?
No, but mate,
there's 0.
I'm looking for insurance. Actually, you know what? I feel confident in saying this. I went down that Google search for me last week before I spoke to you on the phone. Did I get retargeted by anyone whose website I went on? No.
No, you wouldn't have.
No. Let's say we didn't know each other. Would have I followed up with...
I love the loyalty. But yeah, keep going.
Straight up. My fucking boy. That's all.
That's all.
But would I have we don't know each other. So if someone had retargeted me in that way, that's not a corporate shell, it's not a faceless organization, but a dude that specializes on insurance for marketing agencies or marketing professionals or professionals in Perth, and he retargeted me with that like that. Mate, welcome to 2017.
All I'm thinking is like how much content there would be.
Right? And what was the thing before? I just don't know what kind of content I create. It's fucking easy, man. Easy.
Yeah, that's actually...
It's so easy. And then you just literally, because the advice is going to be the same, or the tips is going to be the same.
Oh, similar.
Yeah.
Like it depends what you're looking at, but yeah, very similar.
But at the end of the day, remember, all you're trying to do is get them in for that meeting. You just need to catch them on the hook, right? And that's how you do it. And then you go through and record. You just batch it all. It takes you probably half a day to do. Go through and record the different, subtle nuances that are specific to those industries. You get everything set up, fucking bang. And then the greatest thing about it is you need to do some optimization and stuff with it. Work out what's working, add more stuff in, take stuff out, whatever. But once it's set up, it's an automatic lead generation mechanism. You just have work for you on autopilot and just continuous. Because at the end of the day, like, you can have people in your retargeting audience for up to 180 days, depending on, or a bit longer depending on how you're doing it. But your lead time, I mean, like, exposure awareness to conversion is probably going to be like 5 to 6 weeks. You'd know better, but...
To give you an idea, your normal person, your average business owner, Googling insurance brokers, probably about 3 or 4 weeks before renewal.
Yep.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Yep.
So if there was a chance that you could retarget them that far in advance, you're probably going to have a very good advantage because you're going to be reminding them before their insurance broker even reminds them.
And passively,
that's dangerous.
Because remember, he's still on the ad break, and you're doing it passively on a time in which he's actively paying attention.
Yeah. And you know what? You are 50% relevant. Like, they know their insurance broker, and then they've seen you pop up in their feed before. Like, you're 1 out of 2 now.
Yep. And you've already started building that personal relationship with them because it's video, it's your face, it's right there in their feed, it's intimate. Like, and if you can convey the same...
I've got a different view on this now.
I'm telling you, mate, this internet thing, it works.
It's true. Mon and I sell religious hook rugs over the internet.
Internet, eh?
Yes, indeedy.
Whatever. Whatever, man. I trust you. No, but thanks, Paul.
You're welcome.
That was really nice.
Yeah. A lot of my, hey. Anyway, that was how to create a personal brand and then create content around an insurance brokerage firm in Perth. My name's Paul Ramondo. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, drop it a like. I will see you next time. Peace!